Are sexual dreams bad? Is it a demonic attack or just a natural occurrence? If you are still struggling with the answers to this particular question, then this video is for you. Nevertheless, I'm Lost in Bakuri, and to my returning subscribers, thank you so much. And if you haven't subscribed, do it to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified of every single amazing video I post per week. That'll be great to your life in general. So many persons are like, I'm having sexual dreams, but is it really bad? Is it a demonic attack or just a natural occurrence? Well, the answers you're searching for is in this particular video. First of all, what are sexual dreams? Sexual dreams are sexual inclined dreams, like dreams you have and they realize that you wake up from the dream, you're messed up and all of that. Now, for the males though, they call it wet dreams, no doubt about that. And then for the females, I don't really know what they call it though, but I know that females actually have sexual dreams also. They are really erotic dreams that can keep you really messy and all of that when you wake up from your dreams, for the males specifically. And then they are really erotic. You can see yourself doing a lot of nasty things in your dreams and all of that. Now the question is it a demonic attack? Is it natural or there's nothing absolutely wrong with it? I'll start with it. Is it natural? I'll start with that particular question. Now, first of all, in determining if sexual dream is natural or not, there's something called wet dreams for the male gender actually. Now for the male gender, there's something called wet dreams. It actually happens most of the time is during puberty. Now when a young boy is growing and is beginning to develop his sperms and all of that. Now wet dreams is a natural occurrence that comes naturally to the young guy. It's a way of the body naturally wanting to release the sperm cells and everything that has to do with the sperms and all of that. Especially when the young boy in question is not yet sexually active. Now that's a way of the body wanting to remove an excessive sperm, yeah. And then also it's also called, the body can also remove that through pimples and all of that. But naturally, I'm talking about wet dreams now. Yeah, the body can remove that through that. That's the natural occurrence. Now, nevertheless, this one, when it even happens, you realize that you just sleep. Not really an erotic scene though. You realize that okay, you might just be in a dream and then something just happens. Not really erotic scene, but you just wake up in the morning to realize that your whole body is messy and all of that. Now, that is the natural occurrence. It can occur naturally in puberty for the male gender. And that is that. And then there are situations whereby it actually might not be a natural occurrence. Yes, okay. Now situations whereby you are actually battling with something and then all of a sudden you see yourself being manipulated in your dream to have sex with really uncalled for creatures. I mean, creatures that are really looking nasty, and not just that, you see yourself being messed up. Maybe sometimes when you are really close to a blessing, you see yourself having sex in the dream, and then this sex eventually shatters everything, and it's a regular occurrence. Each time you are close to being blessed or getting something that is meant to uplift you, you see this nasty uncalled creature having sex with you in the dream, and then at the end of the day you feel that thing that you are meant to excel in. That one is not really the natural occurrence anymore. Okay, it's now something that has to be spiritual. Now, sex in dream or wet dreams could actually be natural as regards to puberty. At the same time, could be a demonic attack. Now, when there are demons, the devil can send demons in your life to come and mess you up because he wants to attack a particular aspect of your growth or a particular aspect of your spirituality. Now, your spirit now as a man is the channel through which God can communicate to you. Now, when your spirit is being messed up on a constant basis, the devil has access to you, has access to every single thing he wants to do to you. Now, that's the aspect where it can actually be a demonic attack. Yes. Aside having its own natural aspect, which is the wet dream that come naturally, aside puberty growth and all of that, it could actually be a major form of demonic attack. The devil could attack you through that form. Now, there are a lot of persons who have sex in their dreams and then they lose employment. They have sex in their dreams and then they end up failing different texts in life. They have sex in their dreams and then they end up losing different important things that should come to their life. Now, what am I remedy for this person? This person needs to engage God in prayer. You need to go for deliverance if possible. You realize that this occurrence only comes when there is something big coming your way. That is when it comes, and then you're like, what's happening to me? You see that your spirit is attached to it. This affects your spirituality. This affects the way you pray. It affects every single aspect of your life. Meanwhile, for the one that has to do with a natural occurrence, puberty, and all of that, it might not necessarily even be affecting your spiritual life. Yes, it might not actually be affecting your spiritual life. You realize that It occurs even sometimes after your fasting. You have been on a marathon fasting for 7 days, and after this, on the seventh day, you are having wet dreams. Yes, that could actually occur. That is part of puberty. If you are still within puberty age, that can be puberty. Now, for the other one, that is demonic attack, you realize that once it's coming, your life is under, like, your spiritual life is going down the drains. Like, you cannot even really pray at that particular time. As the more it keeps on, the devil keeps on bringing those beings to come and have sex with you in the dream, and then some of you just have sex with you don't even understand the creature you're having sex with. And like, I don't understand my body. And you know that each time this happens, there is always a negative effect, with emphasis on negative effect happening, either on your spiritual life, on your academics, on your success, and all of that. Yes, you're like that. Okay, this is actually a demonic attack. Now, what are the effects? What are the effects of wet dreams on your life? Why would the devil want you to have sex in dream in order to affect you? This is one. Now, the devil wants you to have sex in dream because you realize that is the aspect of which he can penetrate your spirit. Now, sexual sins, the Bible says sexual sins is the only sin against your own body. Now, the body is your physical flesh, and you have your spirit. If your spirit is corrupted, you realize that there will be a friction between you and God. The possibility of your spirit communicating to God will not be there. Now you realize that you are dampened in the spirit. Yes, that's one thing. Now there are different aspects by which the devil can actually penetrate your spirit. We have food. The devil can actually penetrate your spirit through food. For some of you who love to you like to eat in the dream. You think it's normal to eat in your dream. Some of them are demonic. There are times that the devil will the enemy will poison you through your dreams, and it will manifest physically. All these things are real. You might have not experienced it, does not mean that it's not real. It is actually real. Now, to you that you know that this your sexual dreams is beyond natural, it's even beyond puberty. Probably you've passed puberty stage. Some of you are even 35. You're married, or you might not even be married, but you realize that you're having weird creatures coming to sleep with you in your dreams. Some of them even sleep with you, and then you realize that it's affecting your ability to have a child. Yes, some of them might be affecting your ability to have a child. Other than your success, actually affect your ability to have a child. The moment you are meant to consummate with your physical wife, all of that, you realize that you are being messed up in the dream by a strange being. It could also be a sign that you have a marine spirit, actually, or a spirit husband or a spirit wife, so to say. This could be signs of all those things. Now, what you do when you realize that this particular occurrence is beyond the natural one, I mean, I'm not in puberty stage, or I'm at the peak of my puberty stage, or this one, you know within your spirit, within your spirit that this is actually a demonic attack. You used to know. When it happens, you used to know. So if you know within your spirit that this one is not the natural one, you just know it, that you just feel it. Something is off about this one. Even the image that it comes through. It is the time to stand up on your feet and begin to talk to God in prayer. Go for deliverance if possible, because that is the way to help you. And now, how will you be free from those sexual dreams? How do you even, if you want freedom, how do you even become free from even these sexual dreams? First of all, as a person in puberty stage, yes, it might come naturally, but then you have to guard your thoughts, guard what you read, guard what you watch and what you listen to. A lot of puberty stage is the time where you want to see a lot of pornography, you want to do a lot of things. Why? Because it's a time for you to want to explore, but it's also a time for you to sit down and learn. So it's time to guard your heart jealously. Like, guard your heart in what you hear, guard your heart in what you listen to, what you watch, because dreams sometimes are manifestations of what you have experienced during the day. If your day is dirty, if your day is messy, you realize that your dreamland will become messy. So if you want to regulate level of sexual dreams, then regulate your day. Influence your day with positivity. Influence your day with something positive. And for those who are experiencing as a natural phenomenon, influence your day with positive. You realize that your puberty stage will begin to grow naturally, and then you realize that if the body realize that the death or the whatever that is meant to prepare the sexual dream is not there, the body will have no channel. The channel is into another form, which is probably pimples or every other form. So now I will advise you to watch yourself, watch what you listen to, watch what you read, and that is one way to keep your heart holy, basically, because that is one way to regulate the natural occurrence. It's natural, yes, but you can actually regulate it. And now for you who you know that this one is beyond natural, it's something weird, it's something, I don't know, it's a spiritual attack, and you know it's telling on your finances, telling on your ability to conceive, telling you on your spirituality, telling on everything. It is time to pray. Go to God in prayer. go to God in fasting, go for deliverance, and I believe God can actually deliver you. Some of you might be saying, okay, my own is not on God for creatures, so the person that comes to have sex with me in my dream is not creatures. They are beautiful girls with fine shape and all of that. Well, the truth is, if the devil actually wants to bring you down through your sex dreams and all of that, he might not, it might not even use ugly creatures. He might use a speck of girls because he wants you to calm down. It doesn't change the fact that it's still a demonic attack. No, it doesn't. Now, as long as you know it is affecting your spirituality, affecting your life, as long as you know that this thing is a natural occurrence that comes a step to a breakthrough, then my brother, it is now a demonic attack. And as long as you know that this one is not part of puberty stage, because you are already outgrowing puberty, then you know it should not be a demonic attack, irrespective of how it comes, whether the girl is beautiful or not, whether she's ugly or she's fine, whether she's your spec, whether she's even one celebrity you are fantasizing about, whatsoever at all, doesn't change the fact that it is a demonic attack. So please fight it, get back your life in track, get God, be strong, because it might escalate into something you might not really understand in the future, which is why so many persons still struggle and battle, and at the end of the day they don't end up getting anything from life, because their spirit man that should bet spiritual realities is already dead. Thank you so much for watching this very amazing video. I want to believe this video touched you, helped you, and enlightened you. But don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, to subscribe and hit the notification button so you'll be notified of all amazing video I post per week. That'd be great to your life in general. And if you haven't liked this video, leave your comment down below if you have battled and you have overcome, because I want to also read your feedback. Thank you so much.